Hello my beautiful weebs and welcome to another video. Today Otaku Sensei will be recommending the top 10 anime where the main character is overpowered but pretends to be weak and surprises everyone. If you're new here and happen to enjoy this sort of content, then please don't forget to subscribe as well as turn on the notification bell, and for all the people who are already subbed and like the video before it actually starts, know that we appreciate you and love you. And it would be great if you guys follow Sensei on Twitter because he posts small recommendations and updates stuff there. Anyways, let's start the video. Looking at my channel analytics, I know some of the viewers don't have access to some of the anime shows we recommend. And that's why we would like to give a huge thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. Why should you take my word and download ExpressVPN on your TV, PC, mobile, etc.? Well, aside from protecting your internet traffic and keeping your identities private online, ExpressVPN ensures access to sites and services that might otherwise be restricted in your country. For example, if you reside in Canada, you don't have access to watch Steins Gate or Your Name on thyself's Netflix account. Thankfully, with ExpressVPN, you can save the ever-expanding anime watch list by changing your location to the UK, where you can enjoy the mentioned food. And if you're a torrent kind of guy, ExpressVPN's got you too, as it boosts download speed, since in some cases, the ISP or internet service provider will throttle your internet speed when they see you're torrenting, to limit your data usage. With ExpressVPN, you can reverse Uno card and pull a sneaky one on them. Personally, I've used it so far to unlock the potential of my Netflix account and watch Tokyo Ghoul, which, let me say, the first season was decent, the second was good, and unlike popular belief, the third season was the worst, while the fourth was meh. Anyways, enough with my rant. All that I had to do is download the thing, switch to the UK server, then refresh my page, and voila, food is ready. And to keep things simple, you can do it too by downloading ExpressVPN from the link in the description, or by visiting expressvpn.com/otaku to enjoy 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. We kickstart this list with Tales of Symphonia, the animation. In this anime, two worlds exist, both unaware of the existence of the other. In order for one world to flourish, the other will have to perish. On the perishing world, a chosen one is sent on a journey to restore that world's mana by awakening the spirits and becoming an angel. Colette Brunel, the chosen of Sylvarant, sets out on her journey accompanied by her best friends Lloyd Irving and Janice Sage. As they travel further, they meet more friends and even more enemies, while they learn more and more about the truth behind the world regeneration. The story starts like this. In Martian colony 4th Tokyo lies a classroom of Kirishina Corporation's brightest minds spearheading aerospace development, ATEC, led by genius engineer Kaito Sera, eagerly anticipating the arrival of their newest member. It soon becomes clear, however, that the transfer student is hardly ordinary. Nagisa Kiryu, newly appointed chief of ATEC and the younger brother of the corporation's CEO, is sent to shut the program down. To keep the classroom alive, Kaito and his students desperately work to develop a successor to their most powerful rocket, the X-2. Meanwhile, Nagisa climbs the corporate ladder in pursuit of his own mission. In spite of this, their separate battles soon reveal that much more is going on in the Kirishina Corporation than meets the eye. In 8th place, we have the Silver Guardian, or aka Gin? Jin? One of the two, Gin or Jin no Guardian. The story follows a high school student and intense gamer, Suigen Riku, as he attends the prestigious Shinryo Private Academy, a school for the elite and the wealthy. However, Suigen is anything but. In fact, he is very poor and has to work many part-time jobs just to pay for his tuition. One day while he is working a pool cleaning job, one of his many jobs, he sees a cat drowning and without hesitation jumps in to save the kitty. To much surprise, it turns out he can't swim either and flails around drowning. Luckily, a girl came by the name Rei Riku and saves him. He didn't know this, but she was the daughter of the game developer that created his favorite game. He also meets another girl, a new friend he meets in Dungeon Century, his favorite online RPG. But it's then announced that the game is scheduled to be shut down. He's heartbroken to know that his adventures with her are coming to a close. However, after the game is shut down, he finds out that she and Rei Riku are the same person. Later, he receives a new game to replace Dungeon Century, a tomb raiding game called Gravebuster. But when Rei is suddenly kidnapped, Suigen is pulled inside Gravebuster to save her. In 7th place we have Dorohedoro, I think. Anyways, a man named Kaiman is searching for his real identity after a transformation by a sorcerer left him with a reptile's head and no memory of his former life. Along with his friend Nikaido, he violently assaults sorcerers in the hole with the aim of taking their heads into his mouth, where a strange face appears from his throat and judges whether the sorcerer he has bitten onto was the one responsible for his transformation or not. Somehow, Kaiman is immune to magical effects and as a result is extremely dangerous to sorcerers, especially given his large size and proficiency with knives. The news of a lizard-headed sorcerer killer immune to magic attracts the attention of In, a powerful sorcerer and the head of a syndicate known as the In family, who sends his cleansers, Shin and Noi, to kill Kaiman. In himself is currently attempting to scrub out a gang of low-level sorcerers known as the Cross Eyes, after an encounter with their legendary boss almost cost him his life years ago. Shin and Noi regularly team up with low-ranking sorceress Fujita, who seeks revenge as Kaiman murdered his partner, and Ibisu, who lost their memory after accidentally having her face torn off. Damn. As the residents of the Hole and In family and the Cross Eyes gang, along with many others, collide with one another, the mystery of Kaiman's identity begins to unravel, reigniting ancient grudges and threatening to forever change both the Hole and the Sorcerer's world. In 6th place, we have, didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? Yes, that is the name of this anime. Misato Kurihara, a genius girl who couldn't make any friends due to her exceptional abilities, is killed after being run over while protecting a young girl. Offered the chance to be reborn into a fantasy world, Misato asks that she be simply reincarnated with average abilities. Reborn as the noble Adele von Asham, she soon discovers that average in this new world takes into account the power of the absolute strongest and the absolute weakest magical creatures, resulting in her physical and magical abilities being 6,800 times stronger than that of a typical human, which is half of that of the strongest ancient dragon, the strongest of all the magical creatures. Attending Hunter's Prep School alongside her classmates Mavis, Reina, and Pauline, Adele tries her best to live her life as normally as possible, which does not prove an easy feat. In 5th place, we have Tales of Zestiria, the X. The celestial records speak of the existence of the Seraphim, a race of divine beings who give blessings to humanity and are offered prayers by them in return. Those who are anointed with the ability to interact with these spirits are known as shepherds, hailed as heroes for their prompt appearances in times of crisis, while also being feared for their power. The shepherds are imprinted in common folklore along with the Seraphim. Sore is a young human who has spent his entire life living in harmony alongside the Seraphim in the village of Elysia. Fascinated by the myths of the celestial records, he explores the nearby ruins with Mikleo, his childhood Seraphim companion, hoping to enlighten himself about the Seraphim's history with mankind. Unfortunately, they become trapped in the depths of the historical site during their investigation. While searching for an exit, they come across a mysterious girl who desperately seeks the help of a shepherd to save the world, which is on the brink of being consumed by darkness. Despite Mikleo's warning about making contact with other humans, Sore decides to help the stranger, which unknowingly leads him closer to the dream of peaceful coexistence between man and Seraphim. In the near future, mysterious monsters known as the enemies of humanity begin to appear, and with it, so do children with supernatural powers called the Talented. Creative names. To prepare them for the upcoming battles against these enemies, all the talented are sent to a school located on a deserted island, where they have all their daily needs provided for until they graduate, and communication with the outside world is forbidden. One day, a new student named Nana Hiragi arrives at the school. Her friendly and cheerful personality lets her quickly make friends with the class. In reality, however, Nana is a talentless government assassin who has been dispatched to kill the talented, whom the government deems to be the true enemies of humanity.
Sorry. またこの感じ。体が熱い。でも、なんだか。
In third place, we have Peach Boy Riverside. In a magical world where humans, demi-humans, and Oni are heavily at odds with each other, a princess named Salatorine Sally Oudlike is on a journey to find a person named Mikoto Kibutsu. Traversing the world, Sally comes across many truths that she had been ignorant of due to her lineage, including the knowledge that the Oni possess power potent enough to wipe out humanity. Seemingly blessed with a way to counter the Oni's might, Sally has a strange power that manifests itself as a sigil resembling a peach, giving her superhuman abilities capable of defeating powerful Oni with ease. Even so, Sally refuses to discriminate between humans, demi-humans, and Oni as much as possible, believing that peace between the three factions could be attainable one day. On the contrary, Mikoto, who has the same abilities as Sally but with greater mastery, has a different goal. Mikoto is out to kill and torment all Oni in existence, stopping at nothing to fulfill his objective. As Sally and Mikoto continue to cross paths, the power they possess will spell the difference between amicable coexistence and utter annihilation. In second place, we have Kengan Ashura. Since the Edo period of Japan, gladiator arenas have existed in various forms around the world. In these arenas, wealthy business owners and merchants hire gladiators to fight in unarmed combat, where the winner takes all, called Kengan matches. Yamashita Kazuo, an average Japanese salaryman for Nogi Group, witnesses a street fight in an alley between two mysterious fighters. One of the fighters, Tokita Ashura Oma, is scouted out by the Nogi Group CEO, Nogi Hideki, due to defeating their previous fighter in the street fight. Kazuo is roped into managing Oma, who joins these arenas only to devastate his opponents. His spectacular ability to crush his enemies catches the attention of big business owners, leading to his inclusion in the Kengan Annihilation Tournament, under the invitation of Hideki. This tournament is held by the biggest CEOs in Japan, and the winner gets the seat of Kengan Association Chairman, a position which holds immense power and prestige. As the tournament unfolds, Oma tests his strength while struggling with his mysterious past coming back to haunt him, as Kazuo struggles with managing Oma and figuring out the true intentions as to why he was invited to this tournament.
こちらが今回のターゲットってわけ？見るからに悪人って感じ？今まで何人の女の子を泣かせたのかな？
And we finish this list with a favorite and one of the best fall 2021 anime entries. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. The protagonist is an old man who has lived his life as the world's greatest assassin. Due to his advanced age, it was finally decided that he would be able to retire. However, the plane he was on was sabotaged, and even his skills as the greatest assassin could not save him. And when he died, he was awakened by a goddess who wanted to reincarnate him in a world of swords and magic, because she needs his skill set to prevent the destruction of that world at the hands of the hero. Accepting this request, the protagonist awakens as Lug Tuahade, and swears to finally live his life to its fullest as a human being and not as a tool. This video ends here, and I want to especially say thank you to all those people who support me through Patreon and channel membership. Also, make sure to follow Sensei on social media for update related stuff. Hope you enjoyed this list as well as got introduced to new shows, and if you did, then leave a like, share with your buddies, and like always, subscribe and turn on notifications. Until next time, try to keep the comment section wholesome.
All on me.